Yo ho ho ho! Welcome back. It's Tuesday, and we're
My
back in
dudes.
the woods that chitter, and we have a familiar face back for more round of punishment. Welcome back, Brent, or our fair lizard boy Regraz. Yeah,
Thank you.
right.
Hey, you can spoilers, all right? I haven't reintroduced myself.
Oh, maybe it's a red herring. Maybe I don't even know what's going on. It's how the wood works. Welcome back to another episode, and the Badgery boy himself pops in just in time. Yes. Yes. How does everyone feel?
Yeah.
Exactly. Peter said it all.
Ready for a nice performance to entertain the folks?
You know it.
Beautiful, and I hope everyone can feel that electricity tapping through their veins as well as we paint the scene once more, as we dive back between the trees and beneath the canopy. There lies a village by the name of the Thunderstruck Village, a village perpetually struck by lightning. This might be hazardous to most, but not to these cunning badgers who've learned a way to harness their energy by tapping on their drums and entering rhythmic chants as they channel the storm energy coursing through them and divert the lightning to make their town safe. They use it for all sorts of things, even entertainment. And there, with this notion of entertainment, we find our party prepping at the glass pit, the Colosseum, to have their own battle, the performance battle. Yes, Varys being scolded for having the children all run away during class, the Storm Herald, Miss Echo, has deemed his punishment this. You must participate in a special event to entertain the town for your return. And as the party is getting ready in their locker room, having freshly got their bongos or drums. I think Pip got a big old marching drum. We'll actually zoot away from the cheers and jeers and the nervous jitters
Zoot.
to our fair boy Regraz.
It is I, Regrets. No.
Formerly our messy jester Scaly Boy, who lived in a tent made of his own discarded skins, has traded up after adventure and has found himself a home. Would you like to describe your home and how you look?
Ooh. I will describe my home and how I look. Let's start with Regrets. I think that to set the scene, Regrets used to be clothed in a mimicry of a jester's outfit. What seemed at first to be some sort of like multicolored leather garb was in fact made of his own patches of his own skin sewn together over time to replace clothes as they basically broke down in the forest, and he had no way of replacing them. And he had developed a third person way of speaking, and I think a lot of gaps in his memory. The Regrets we see now before us stands a little bit taller, a little bit prouder, but looks just as old and just as wizened. This Regrets is dressed in more normal looking clothing, a bit of like a robe like that exposes his arms with basically like leather cuffs and like a doublet almost, but it's a little bit loose at the sleeves, and every now and then you can see him kind of like flick a playing card out and then back in using a little bit of sleight of hand. This looks like something that wouldn't be out of place at court. around. He has kind of like bags kind of still around his waist, and you can still hear the jingle of bells, perhaps. So still a faint bit of that jester likeness. But Regratz now looks much sharper. And as he speaks to people, he still has that third person tendency, but it doesn't get lost. He refers to people kind of directly, talking to the other villagers here in Mire Grove. Mire Grove is a secluded village within the woods, built on a series of interconnected platforms and houses that cling to the roots and trunks of ancient trees. And so you can imagine like trees coming out of the ground, and then like big, like ropey, like arch like groups, and then little houses and places underneath, and like sometimes there's a little bit of shelter that's been put on top. And the Satek who live here basically are like very at one with nature, very like tribal, very different from Regratz all around. This is kind of like the village that he had first come from, but in the woods. They believe the woods are simply vast and difficult to navigate, but their lives remain peaceful, rooted in tradition and a harmonious connection to the land without ever being able to leave this place. At the heart of Mire Grove is the Whispering Grove. It's a sacred place where the trees are said to whisper the wisdom of the forest, and many of the elders of the Satek gather here during the day to sit quietly and listen to the whispers. Would it be time for the festival, or is that...
Yes, actually. I will describe it even further. This village, Mire Grove, is part of a special wood called the Windswept Wood. A wood that is constantly plagued with howling winds, where even the trees have developed a way to counteract it, being extremely rubbery and bounce almost like the tide of an ocean. Their town is at the center of these rubber trees bent in to be a dome, and they've hollowed out basically like a burrow underneath. So many of their town is connected underground with the roots of this large trees jutting out, and vines and interconnected walkways going to different almost nest homes that look like leaves wrapped up, almost like weaver ant homes. And at the bottom of this cavern lies, yes, your Whispering Grove with the Whispering Tree, as the elders do congregate. I just said you guys celebrate the Timeless festival, which it is happening now. After when the leaves start to die out, flowers and the leaves come back. Flowers start to bloom on the roots and leaves come back, and even large mealybugs start to gather. And your people gather a delicacy around this time called like mealybug cotton candy. They sprout a sort of honeydew, and it's a very sought out delicacy at this time. And here we'll find you with the hustle bustle of the town actually being dubbed their leader. You have been set in charge of making sure the festival goes right. You don't necessarily like to, I would say, or the town doesn't like to push the leader part on you openly. They'll go to the elders more, but it is well known that you are the one who saved them and are one of the founding members of the Mire Grove. And as the hustle bustle goes and small lizard folk run around and climb vines, and the millers go and collect the cotton candy, some workers are actually coming up to you, and they'll like hobble over to you and be like, "Oh, we were told by Elder Slick that you needed us to collect things or work." And you hear the music in the back, joyous as it fills the air. And you're almost swelled with the joy of having your people feel happy and safe.
Yeah, I just kind of like take them both by the shoulders.
Yes, of course. Rats needs more collection. Please, over in this area. The children, they said that there were some of the, as you say, what the hell is the name of the bug?
The mealies.
The mealies, yes. They are over there.
Oh, okay, well, I have a couple of mealers. We'll get it ready and make it so good the children all get some. Yes.
And he grabs like 3 dudes. He goes, "Jojo, Ernie, come." And they all go. And they're all going to scrape and get these huge sticks where they'll like get the honeydew and wrap it up. And, like another group comes and he goes,
The libations, sir. Where do we put them?
Well, first we should serve them to the elders. In fact, do you have anything for me to bring to them right now?
Yes, we have these pristine banded cricket roast.
and he like pulls it out of nowhere.
Rugrats just like bows, respectfully takes it.
I will give them a first morsel. Thank you. So kind. What is your name? I will tell them.
I am Chess.
Chess, yes.
And I think
You see he's like he's a crested gecko. He has like purple frills and like orange scales. And it's like,
Yes, I love the timeless festivals.
as do we all. He like flips out like a playing card and just carves Chess's name into the cricket really quickly. Just like from Chess.
Regrets always entertaining.
he like bounce off and gets some guys and they go to get a drink.
Like, yeah.
I think as I walk towards the elders, just kind of close my eyes for a moment and like bask in that moment of like, it is good to be Regrets, and keep making my way.
And some children will like come up to you and like walk with you for a bit, and then they'll run off when they see like other groups of kids. They run, and everyone's waving to you hi, and the music's swelling as you're making your way down these platforms. You even like go down with style sometimes down some vines with your like leg, and you make it down to about halfway down. And give me a little Arcana check.
I will, and I'll also add to that, as you see me going down these vines with style, and there's like kids playing and stuff, you see Regrets cast magic, which is not something that he would have done before, and he kind of casts a little bit of like prestidigitation of like lights or sounds or something to like distract a kid around a corner, and as he laughs to himself. And now I will do this Arcana check. Being a little bit proficient in it. Ugh! First, you have to pick up your Hexagon branded dice. It's great.
Yeah.
Hexagon.
Don't go anywhere.
Try for 20 months.
Yep. Got a quick side thank I
Check.
for 20 months in a row.
Ooh, Titan.
Incredible.
Thank you very
That
much.
is
Incredible. Thank you, Shaq.
I had everything open except my character sheet. Oh god, that's how long it's been. Almost there. Almost there. You said an Arcana check. That's going to be a 19.
As you're like going down with style, the necklace you are given after a particular deal was struck to give the safety of your people in the construction of the city, kind of like falls out of your clothes as you're falling down. And as you're going down and it's falling with you, it kind of stops a little bit midair, and vapor starts to form around it into small clouds. And you notice this as you're going down. It's never really done this before. It's done it in small ways where it's giving you directions to like people you want to find in town, where like little clouds of vapor will point arrows to people, but it's never been loose like this. And it seems like wild, like almost storm-like clouds seem to be puffing up around your necklace and then dissipating and puffing up and dissipating.
Is there anyone around at this point? I think that's
I'd say there are like people sitting on their like balconies and like walking across, but you're like almost at the bottom, and you can see the elders, but no one's really super paying attention. They're like waving into you, but with the festival and everything going on, no
Yeah.
one's like.
Oh, I think I just like one hand the cricket and then just take a closer look at like my necklace and at the clouds a little bit. I think it's like that type of thing where like you just like pass your hand through them to see if they like reform the way that are they just loosely milling, or are they milling here?
They're milling right around the crystal and turning into like thicker clouds, then going, and even as you pass your hand through, it'll dissipate, and then when you can almost feel the crackle of electricity.
Something's changing.
The water droplets form into big globs and then into the clouds, and as your hands pass through, will crackle and form back.
The storm. The elders, maybe they will know from the whispers.
And I make my way down a little bit faster, a little bit less flourish to try and get there.
A little bit of your old scuttle comes back as you like really Harry. And you could hear as soon as you get down, you start hearing faint whispers in your mind. But it's kind of calming to you as you come down to meditate down here with the elders sometimes. And it fills your mind, and you can see them sitting, the three of them, sitting around the tree, pretty much unmoving with some candles lit in front of them. And the oldest one, Kiki, kind of just stands up a little straighter as you come down. And she goes, "Oh, faithful one, you've come back."
Yes, of course. It's a delicacy.
And I just like crack off a cricket leg and like go to hand it to her.
As you're handing it, she like tongues it and like pulls it back into her mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent herbs.
Are the other ones like, are they still like meditating kind of thing? Or perfect. I like crack off another leg and just shove it into the mouth of the other one next to me. Kind of like wake him up out of it.
That's Gigi. And he's full asleep. Yeah, you like, hit him with it. He's like, oh, 11 herbs and spices. Oh, it's the timeless festival indeed. Kiki goes, "Why do you do that to him every time? You know he's asleep."
But then he would miss the rest of the meal. I know how hungry you all are. You stay here too long.
And I put it in the middle, take one leg out over to the last elder, like, place it in their hand. And I could like, regrets also, like, there's a little bit of like drool. He like flicks up with the lick of his mouth, but he can see the hungry
Baji
elders.
looks up to you and just waves and then goes back to meditating.
Mm-hmm.
I swear, the only thing he wants is liquor.
Later and soon.
How goes the festival truthfully?
It is good. Everyone is happy. But
And I kind of troubled expression.
And as that pain like washes over, the whispering like intensifies for a second.
Like breathe.
Do not linger on thoughts here.
I cannot help it. Only the ones here, right now, are the only ones who appreciate that despite this happiness, we cannot leave. We are stuck here.
The people here do not have a fondness for the windswept isles back home. They think it's better. But not us. We long for something more real.
Well, perhaps they will think the better of it as they age, and they find that everything stays the same.
Or maybe they'll begin to forget again.
Yeah, I think he casts his eyes downwards, a little like guiltily, having forgotten himself for so long, and only coming back to it fairly recently.
And she kind of clocks that a little bit. She's like,
It is not your fault. It happened to all of us. Perhaps you need time with the whispers.
Are the clouds still kind of like here, or did they kind of dissipate as I came here?
no, they're still going, but none of the elders seem to be paying attention to it.
Instead of sitting down, maybe as I usually would, I just kind of like lift my pendant and, do you see what I see?
They all open their eyes and tilt their head.
The gem?
No, I feel. Since I've learned magic, I've begun to see signs here and there from the woods. And Regrats feels that there's a storm. Something. The festival, it goes well. But I have a feeling maybe bad. Have you heard anything down here?
You work too hard. Perhaps you're stressed.
Regrats could use a drink.
Just you sit, we'll go get.
And Baji gets up and kind of picks up the other two and walks off.
We'll go get a drink.
All right.
And take over the work for a bit. You rest.
He still the strongest one out of them, kind of holds them both in one hand and climbs up. Very strong for his age.
Incredible. I just sit down, kind of like the loose robes of like my almost like more mage-like outfit now. Sit cross-legged, and then right before meditating, fully devour the cricket that they just left here. And then go to meditate.
Drool and like grease still washing down your face. The crackles intensify as you're meditating. A few seconds in, it doesn't take much, and the whispers kind of intensify. And you could feel, although as if moisture is building up in the whispering tree. You peer closer, and with that sense, and you could feel all as if there's another harmony to your necklace within the whispering tree that you've never felt before.
I try to dwell on that harmony and listen to it, feel it. I think that magic is still this like, it feels wild and untamable, I think, to Regrats. It still feels like it's a little bit out of control. And so this very much is like, watching a cloud roll in or listening to the rain. Like, this is a natural phenomena that he feels like he just needs to experience, not so much interfere with.
And as you're connecting and almost like sleepwalking and in a trance-like state, moving along with these speckles of vapor, you feel suddenly the cold bark of the whispering tree in your hands, and it starts to part open, and a little, I guess like hollow or like little cavernous area within the tree kind of opens up for you.
Is it like the size of my hand, or is this like the size of my body?
The size of you within
Yeah.
the tree.
So I have my crystal, but I do have like a couple of other like types of magical foci on me. Do I kind of like feel this magic kind of like flowing kind of around my person, around these foci? Like I have my Taraka deck and like a skull and like basically a Ouija board.
Yeah. Well, it actually none of your other stuff are resonating with this. It's just the necklace that you were given.
Oh, this is that necklace.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, so I think definitely with hesitation, kind of like shakes his head. It's a good thing I ate, and go into the tree.
And as you go into the tree, it closes behind you, and the water vapor starts building up around the crystal again, and they start forming into actual clouds, and the clouds start raining heavily. And as the sound of thunder but no lightning sounds and the clouds build up, you realize that this little hollow is filling up with water.
Mhm.
And it's-
I think immediately I start to why not? I think I focus within myself and I look for the aid of the magic that's been helping me so far, and it is a spirit magic. And as I do so, I think I'm going to try and cast my first spell, Tales from Beyond, and we'll see what if the spirits can help me with anything. Basically, I'm going to roll on the table. I can use a bonus action to expend one use of my bardic inspiration and roll on the spirits table to determine the tale told. And then I can retain it in mind until I bestow the tale's effect or finish a short or long rest.
Okay, beautiful. Yeah.
Okay, so now I have to roll. My bardic is a d8. I get an 8. And then I start to whisper a story. The story is of a dreadful slayer in the dark, a murderer creeping through and going to slash a throat. I become invisible. And I become charged with necrotic energy. And I think as Regrats does this, he becomes invisible, and as the water fills up, I think there's like a sense of calm and a sense of like, all right, whatever happens next, I am ready.
And as you reach out with this energy, you could feel another energy glow within the cavern. And as you open your eyes, you could basically, you see this light blue cobalt crystal appearing within there, or as if it was there the whole time. And it kind of cracks and fissures as almost if there's a face kind of forming in it. And these watery hands kind of jut out, and you hear the whispers of the whispering tree fill your mind. as these watery hands wrap you up and the cavern fills and it starts to drag you down into its mouth. And as you get drugged by these watery hands, we will port back to our merry band as they get ready for the performance battle, as the cheers fill up their little locker room base under the Colosseum. And you could, the Thunderous Plus kind of shakes the little dressing room, you have a chance to kind of gather yourself as the basically like show platform Varys would know. It's a little stone slab in the locker room, and when you're ready to present yourself, you stand there and you are teleported to the show. It's the thunderous applause that fills the air.
Come on! I don't hear you!
You're practicing in the locker room.
Who are you talking to, Barry?
Gotta get yourself hyped up before we go out there.
How do you play these things?
How do you play these things? Have you ever felt love?
Maybe. What does that feel like?
Imagine taking that feeling and channeling it into something. And imagine your hands are the only means of channeling that love into something. And you want the world to hear the proclamation of your own love. I want you to hit that drum so that everyone, even the people all the way in the back, can hear the reverberations of your heart inside of that drum. Don't worry about technique. Don't worry about how to do it. Just feel it.
He taps
See
the
it in
drum.
you. There
Okay.
we go. Yeah, but with more
Give me
passion.
a little arcana.
Oh,
Wait, me?
Yeah, as you tap
Oh.
the drum.
Oops.
just a little tap.
That's a 14?
Oh, yeah. You tap the drum and sparks of electricity shoot out and little electric fireflies form and dissipate.
There we go.
Is it supposed to do that?
Yes, it is.
Oh.
I like showing on mine.
That's his doing?
And you can kind of hear the faint quieting down and the announcing starting. Welcome everyone to the backup battle or the performance battle. Yeah, we have a very special show, and you hear the voice of Miss Echo ringing out thunderously, almost as if it's on like a huge speaker being projected. The legend, the one who went out on the most noble of missions, one of the former top students, Varys has returned. Yeah, Varys. Ooh, yes, place your bets. But he has a very special challenger today. Our number one current student, Fiji Staticus. Yeah, Fiji. Place your bets. Now, when the contestants are ready to flourish, they may stand on their stones. And you hear like as the drums swell back up.
You boys ready?
I am ready.
Don't forget, when you're up center stage, you can take that's your time to shine in terms of attacks. And I'll try to carry you with a performance behind.
We're supposed to attack him?
Who is going first?
I think this guy's going first, right? I'm going to Orly.
Why are we hurting them?
Well, that's part of the battle. We gotta beat them in two ways. We gotta beat them with our music and with our might.
I'm not very strong. Can
What?
they do me else?
I mean, I guess whatever you would do in a regular fight, probably.
Okay, all right.
You can handle yourself, Orly. You've shown that enough.
No, I don't know what. Is there like some rules that we're supposed to follow?
Well, you can't leave. I think they explained this before. You can't leave the main stage, but you can make an attack from the front. So don't go running off stage to go and hit them. But if you got something up your sleeve to throw at them, that would be the time.
Okay.
And otherwise, you can kind of hang back, try and hit your drum. I'm gonna try and maybe create, a show that will take some of the attention off of you when you're on the drums, because I know it's your first time. So don't feel any pressure. Perform as you wish, and I'll try to do the rest.
I'll follow your lead.
Same for you, Tree Man.
I will hit this drum as hard as I can.
That's the spirit.
Just gonna perforate the membrane. That's it. First strike.
Who's standing on the platform first?
Guess it's me. Or they walks up.
Go up and stand on this
Just
little
stand
stone.
here. Oh,
Yeah.
it teleports away.
You have a little bit of a second as you can feel the electricity build up and the static billow around you and hit your armor and your hair stand up a little bit.
The tassels.
And you hear, "Oh ho ho! The gorgeous lad himself, the newcomer to Varys, one of his companions.
Who's that?
Mm-hmm. The one with the calming energy. Orly!" And she snaps and you teleport up the platform.
She's talking about me.
And you show up in the middle of this bustling coliseum on this stage that's in the middle. And you hear cheers, "Yeah, Orly, Orly." And Miss Echo's
That's
standing there waving at you.
Hi.
But he has a very quick challenger. The one, the Energizer Badger, Sunny Nick, snaps. And this badger with blue-tipped quills, mainly gray blue-tipped quills, stands in front of you, Orly. And he's just pointing his thumb at you. And the crowd erupts. "Sonny, Sonny." As you guys stand there, she goes, "Now for this very special event, we have other hosts. The Master of Ceremonies, two very special former students of mine." And then she snaps, and Pip and you, Varys, electrify and teleport to the main part of the Colosseum. Basically, the Colosseum is a large hexagon with a diameter across of 50 feet. In the center, there's a little 10-foot circular platform. A 10-foot circular platform where the frontmen get to stand. How it works, the performance battle, for a little further explanation, is we have one frontman and two backup performers. The frontmen may attack anybody on their turn after init roll, but cannot leave the platform. So that means Amelie, you're stuck with the person in front of you, and any spell attacks need to be targeting someone outside. The backup performers will roll a combined performance, and the team with the highest roll will supercharge one of their two mates. Them getting filled with the energy of the thunderstruck wood will be charged with electricity and will gain one extra action, bonus action, or reaction until the start of that player's next turn. The powers can stack if you play your cards right. And then after the main players, the front men go, it is rotated to the next pair. And as she snaps her fingers again, Fiji and the other badger, Fiji the badger with silver quills, and the rival to Varys ports with his arms crossed and the bongos at his hip. And the crowd erupts more than ever. Fiji, Fiji! And they're all like banging their drums, and lightning comes crashing down to the trees around the arena. Yeah, they're like, kick his Varys' ass! They're like, I bet my house on this! Yeah! Fiji, Fiji! And Tal stands proudly, kind of waving at the group. And the master of ceremonies, as Miss Echo kind of steps and thunder steps away, the master of ceremonies will take the stage. And Varys, you recognize these two very well, having been the only two people who have beaten you in your career in the arena. There's Miel and Denny Duotang, two lean badgers. One a little heavier with broad shoulders, with green quills tipped with orange, and the other one a little shorter, but a little thinner, with orange quills tipped with yellow, kind of like Lagos. And they stand and wave as the crowd goes ballistic. They're like, Danny, Mel. They're like, settle down. Yeah. And it takes a while for them to taper off. You knew we couldn't miss this day for Varys returning. And they erupt again. Yeah. Having ended his streak quite easily, I must say, Mel yawns, doing everything effortlessly, and she even walks with an effortless grace. The crowd, some people pass out. The crowd goes nuts. Some people foam. And Denny kind of takes over and goes, yeah! And we're here to see if another upset will happen again. Will Fiji take it? Fiji! Or will Varys take it? Varys. As the crowd goes ballistic, you almost have to cover your ears as the thunderous applause kind of takes over. They're like, are you guys ready for a fight of your life? Time to bring the lightning! And they kind of disappear as a big strike hits the ground and kind of blinds you for a second, Orly. And even Sunny kind of covers his eyes. And everyone quiets, waiting to see what you guys are going to do. And we will begin the performance battle. So, Orly, I think I'll need a little init from you.
All right.
As well as Sunny.
Not bad.
What'd you get?
16.
16. You actually go first, but just as you see Sunny kind of like goes to move, and then he kind of goes back and like looks at you, and you are able to go first. Now I would need our performance rolls from the backup boys to see who is supercharged. Pip, Varys, give me that performance.
Alrighty. Hitting that
Describe
drum
to
as
me
hard as I
how-
can.
what you're doing. Nothing from Varys?
I rolled a natural one.
No, no!
no,
I
it's
got an
fine.
unnatural.
All right. Well,
For a total of 12.
Oh,
damn.
So 13 as we're like, oh shit, fuck. Oh, no, don't do that. Don't do Oh my gosh. You're gonna break it. You're gonna break it.
Don't. Like nothing was in you. Pissed from being in here, and the crowd goes, ooh. The other side got a 27.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Fiji just goes, and Tal goes, and as Tal goes to put her hands down, 2 electrical hands jet out from behind her, and they have placed down this crazy rhythm, and the whole bleachers just erupt into dance. No one can stay still. Yeah. And you see electricity beats off of Sunny's quills as you get ready to attack Orly. Because you get to go first.
I'm not going to attack. I'm just going to cast Bane on all 3 of them. It's going to be a charisma saving throw. Probably not, like, pretty good for them, probably, but let's see.
Yeah, they're all charisma boys. What do they have to beat?
17.
Ooh, that's a fail from Sunny. That's a fail from Fiji. And Tall. Oh, they all fail.
All right. So, basically they just have a minus 1d4 to their attack rolls and saving throws till the spell ends.
That's big. What do you do to cast the spell? How do you do it there on the main stage?
I feel like he forgot his drums back with Varys and Pip. So he's like, oh crap, I don't have my drums. Hi, your name's Sunny, right?
Yeah?
Are you sure you want to be fighting? Like, why are we fighting? Like, you want to have some tea?
Because we're going to show we're the best. Yeah. He's like, come on, man. What are you doing? You hear that rhythm? Gonna make everyone look dumb here?
No, we're all cool our own way.
What?
You gotta feel it inside. You don't gotta show off.
Oh,
You gotta
we
feel it
wouldn't
yourself.
agree with that. And you see him like kind of like have this little battle internally with himself. It's like, no, we're doing this. Yeah. But
I mean, you can talk to them too. I mean, I'm sure they.
guys, do we need to do this? And you see, kind of feels like that depression kind of waves through them and lethargy.
Have them feel a little bit of internal doubt.
Oh. We'll say even like a little a little firefly drops like next to both of them. It's just like
Just put like my hand on his shoulder, like really.
trying to comfort them. Yeah. Maybe.
Okay.
No, we're gonna. I'm gonna do this. I'm doing this. I'm doing this. Oh.
If that's what it takes to make you feel better, then okay. Come on, man. Put my hands out.
Do you have anything else you want to do on your turn?
That was an action. I guess what I'm gonna do. Trying to see. I'll cast a spiritual weapon as a bonus action. at 4th level. And I'll just have it kind of like floating behind me.
Ready to go.
I mean, if you're sure you want to do this, then I'll cast the spiritual weapon. Just like a
It's like-
little like spool and thread.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. And he like and he charges up. He like grabs you and is gonna charge up some electricity in his hand as he kind of hits his bongo behind him, and he's gonna try and shocking grasp you.
Okay.
12 doesn't hit.
It's minus a d4, but yeah.
Oh yeah, then it definitely doesn't hit.
Are you,
As
are you trying to do something? Are you okay, man? Like, are you sure you want to do this?
you're throwing me off, man.
Look, it's okay. You don't have to prove to anyone here how cool you are. I think you're cool.
Whatever. You see, he gets real frustrated with himself, and is going to burn up 2 sorcery points. Oh wait, no, that's not him. He is just going to bonus action, and everything's all like weird here. Well, actually, yeah, no, he's going to use his bonus action to charge up his drum, and you're gonna see basically Fiji get filled up with electricity. Because I'm not the showstopper, you know. Maybe I don't need to be the main show, but Fiji's gonna finish this. And he kind of
Someday you will be the main show. Just gotta believe in yourself.
and he scrunches up his face as you hear the snap, and the lightning kind of teleports you guys away. And the next, you guys are ported back downstairs.
Oh, we leave the stadium? And
Yeah, every time, every round. Like, yeah. A little bit of a slow round, but sometimes that's the way. Who's next?
oh, my drums. You're gonna grab.
They could take quite a beating.
Yeah, let's not try and encourage them to lead good lives after this. Okay, let's keep the spirit of competition alive. Okay, please. Ugh.
Why shouldn't they lead good lives?
Right now, we don't have to care about that. They got these 2 freaking guys, the guy and girl out there who kicked my butt last time. It's really, she's really making me pay for making those kids leave class. Let's just
Education's important.
Oh,
Then
God.
you're next.
I'm gonna
I'll
be
like kind of push you, Varys.
Into the center.
just stumbling.
But when I push you, I'd like to use a feature.
Ooh.
I'm gonna activate my primals, or not my primal spirit, my spirit totem, and I'm basically gonna infuse you with the spirit of the bear.
Hmm.
So you're gonna get a bunch of temporary hit points, and you have advantage on strength checks and saves. 16 temporary HP.
Thank you. And on saves, advantage on
Strength checks and saves, yeah.
saves? Checks. Wonderful. I'll stumble onto the platform.
You like trip onto the like little stone that's down there, and you feel as soon as you hit it, and they go, the man of the hour. You teleport and kind of like roll onto the stage, carrying that momentum as you teleported, and kind of fall sitting up, and everyone erupts. Varys, Varys.
Yeah!
This drums swell up greater, and not a moment after you fall, Fiji ports in, and just as we expected, the main rival, Fiji, and his arms crossed too. He's like, I asked Miss Echo for them to bring Mal and Denny as the masters of ceremony.
They're gonna watch you lose then.
Whatever. And he gets ready, puts his bongos in front of him. And give me that in it.
Can I forgo in it and let him go first?
You could.
And just stand there and watch him.
You could. Backup performers, give me that combined as you guys interact and get ready. You feel the lightning port you to the Colosseum.
Got a big old +0 to performance.
Second here. Performance 12.
I got a 19.
Ooh.
So 31.
That's beautiful.
Orly not sure exactly how to play. Taps on the drums. It's just doing Macarena.
And I think the fireflies will come out and help you beat on the drum too. Oh yeah, no, you guys definitely won that one. And Sonny kind of doesn't really want to do this anymore. He's just kind of sitting there. He's like, I thought I was gonna fight someone who was gonna be pumped. All he did was just talk down to me. And Tal's really kicking it, trying to compensate extra electric hands,
Wasn't even talking down to him.
And yeah, you guys could choose which player to supercharge.
I guess. Yeah.
Ooh. And he lets Fiji go first. Fiji will kind of be like, guys, get it together. And he'll really tighten up his bongos and get into it. And he is going to cast a little spell at you. Ooh. He is going to cast, as he's drumming and building up energy, you could see storm clouds grow around him in your radius. And then it starts to feel really, really cold as the air drops in temperature. As he and you can see the electricity build around his hands and not reach the clouds. And with the drop in temperature, these clouds start to hail, actually. And he is going to cast Silic Snowball Swarm on Orly, where you're standing out in the arena. Yeah, so you need a dex save of 14.
14?
Yeah. As these clouds form up around overhead of you and start pelting down ice.
15.
Ooh, just beats. You take half damage. Yeah, so you take half of 7.
Okay.
It ain't much. It ain't.
So still doing the Macarena. Gets hit by a few snowballs when his armor and just continues going.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah. But he's gonna like puff up, and then more electricity pops out. And he's gonna burn up 2 of his sorcery spells, sorcery points, to cast Chromatic Orb at the 4th level and aim it at Varys in front of him as he switches up his style, and those cold clouds go away, and a huge ring of lightning clouds form behind him, and they suture charge a ball of lightning and shoot it at you, Varys. So, oh wait, hold on this stats. Yeah, 13. That doesn't hit, huh?
It does hit.
It
Also,
minus 1d4 from base.
Ooh, I'm sure that's not going to hit. It's a -1, so 12.
still hits.
Oh,
Tried.
I'll silvery barbs it.
disadvantage.
Yeah.
Mm,
What do you give advantage to?
Give it to myself.
That's higher. That's a higher roll. That's 18.
All right.
So 6d
Hit
lightning.
You're just not wearing any armor.
17 lightning.
I'm nuded of myself.
What's your dex?
Actually, no, I have leather. Light armor.
Wait, then how do you have below 12?
No, I have 12, but meat beat.
Leather's, what's your dex though?
Well, I have a 12 armor. You rolled 12. It's D&D Beyond.
Do you have it equipped?
It's flabbergasted.
I do.
Okay.
That would be
12 is
questioned my own AC.
Sounds so
Guy doesn't know how to
low
play
for armor.
D&D. It's only been
Very
I have very
displeased.
low decks. Very low decks. Let's just say.
So good. Yeah, so 17 lightning damage comes your way.
Jesus Christ. But I've got good con, baby. Barely scratches. Actually, I have 10 HP, so it really barely scratches.
But mitigates off your quills. You're able to like bounce some of it back, but you feel a little tinge. He goes, "What? Not good enough, huh?" And he is going to use the action that was given to him on the good roll from the performance before.
Oh, you can save it. Huh?
And he is going to and cast like Shatter. Does it have to be the 10-foot for spells? You know what? I'm gonna say he has control. I'm gonna say he casts Shatter on you, but fine on a point near you. So give me a con save of 14, Varys.
Con save 14 with advantage. I made it the first time around. Oh wait, no, I only get a +2. Fuck. All right, that's a 12 or a 3. God damn.
Then you wonder why we ask about your AC.
You get the brunt of these drums hitting you. 48.
Damn.
That's 19. Thunder? Yeah. Thunder damage. As you're buffeted with this sound, crackle of thunder.
Can I use my extra reaction? No, I can't. I can't give it to myself. Never mind. Go on. Describe my demise.
Oh, you're out?
No.
Oh. As you him hitting the bongos goes. This big crack of you hear the crackle of thunder before the lightning even hits, but it shuts down from the sky and kind of crisps you as you're knocked back a little bit. But then it'll be your turn if you're standing. And he goes.
I try and like keep composure that whole time, even though I got hit with 2 attacks.
Give me a Constitution, Dave.
Another.
Okay, this time it's gonna be better. 12.
I'm gonna say you mostly keep your cool, but you have like a little grimace of pain on your face, or a pretty noticeable grimace. But like you're standing pretty firm. You didn't get like knocked down or anything, you know.
Okay. I'm gonna wait until like it's almost a little too long that I haven't hit my drum. Like wait for the audience to kind of like.
Yeah, as
And
he's
then-
like the smoke goes away, as he's like breathing, and his 2 teammates are kind of like looking in awe. The smoke settling to see if you're okay, and then you're like standing there.
Or
kind
at
of-
least like in the arena behind me. Just wait. And then I hit like as hard as I possibly can, right in the middle. And then I immediately followed up, kind of like thunder, a big crash, and then
Oh, it sustains itself while you're like doing the other stuff.
like up right on the sides.
And you see even like the crowd picks up when you do the big bong, like the audience goes "Donks" with you.
Yeah, I react to that, and then I hit it one more time, and I'm going to use one of the charges that it has. I think this is my first time using the thunder drum. How close are they exactly, or how close is he?
He's within the 10-foot radius.
I'm gonna hurt my friends though, actually.
They're out in the arena.
Oh,
So
yeah,
they
okay,
can go as
okay.
far as they like. So you can position yourself. I had a picture. I don't know why. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
It's just a 15-foot cube. So I'll move up so that you're not within it, just in case.
It's around yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, originating from me. So he's gonna have to make a Constitution saving throw. Doesn't say the DC. Hold on. Yeah, there's no DC in this item. So I'm guessing it has to be my spell save?
I think so, yeah.
It just says making a Constitution saving throw. And then it talks about damage after. So it's a spell save DC 15.
Con 15, you say. On Fiji?
On Fiji.
On La Fiji? Oh. 15.
Meets beats. God damn it. Wait,
Damage?
does your Bane?
It's a saving throw.
Oh,
So
The
would be-
Bane.
yeah.
And you didn't get hit, so you didn't need to roll concentration.
Well, I did from the Snellix snowball, technically,
Mhm.
but I rolled above a 10. So
Okay.
I say
So that's a -3. So yeah. That's a fail.
I'll use this. So it's not too much damage. Oh wait, no, it is because I used the 25 for 10 counters. Give me 1 second. As the thunder crackles from my drum into his ears, he takes 28 damage.
Oh shit. He even drops his drum as this sound pierces his ears. And he's like, and like kind of like drops to a knee a little bit. He's like, and the crowd like erupts. Yeah, they're still hitting in unison with you.
And now I start to like dance with it, and I do like spins in between the big crashes. And then as
moonwalking.
Yeah. As I spin, I'm gonna send a little like electric shock to Pip, kind of jolt him up and give him bardic inspiration with my bonus.
I'm like, like suddenly, like our thunder crashes of drums are like lining up together. Actually on
Yeah,
there we go.
They're hitting on beat with his boom when the thunder's crashing down, and you hear Denny and Mel go, "The competition is heating up," and they both snap, and everyone teleports back to the locking room.
Oh shit! No, I wanted to use my other action. Dang it! I gotta be quicker next time.
Oh, sorry. You can say it happens before you.
No.
I kind of forgot. I thought you used it. You did so much. No. Yeah. I'll say you could. You could pop it off before you get.
Okay,
teleported.
actually, yeah, because I was planning on like cupping the drum, like hitting it, and then keeping my hand to stop the reverberations, but then swiping it out and throwing a electric arrow. What's it actually called? Lightning arrow at him. It's like, so like as if they think I'm done and they snap me, I threw out one last arrow.
You like wide eyes.
Away.
Give me that roll.
So it's another dex save.
Another deck save. Ooh.
Yeah.
I gotta give you that roll.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, that is 19.
Minus a D4.
Not minus the D4.
Oh, but you have a 15, don't you?
Yeah.
As your DC. So then technically,
Yep.
Even if you roll a 4, it would be meets beats.
Does it take half damage?
It's half on a miss. Yeah.
Oh, roll that damage, baby.
21. So I guess
Holy shit. You shoot out this electric arrow, and as like the other lightning is about to crush down and teleport you see it hits him, and the whole crowd goes, "Ooh!" And they're like, "Varys with a lightning fast strike." Freaking, and you guys get teleported back into the locker room. You can hear it rumbling the ground in the locker room under the Coliseum. The Varys.
Yeah, that's right. I'm the champ. I'm the freaking champ. Not Miel. Not Denny Duotang.
And let's keep the competition going. And they'll snap. And the last two backup performers will teleport to the Coliseum space. So Orly and Pip, you're just not Pip, Orly and Varys, you're just teleported to the arena on your side. And on the other side, you can see Fiji nursing his wound with Sunny kind of still kicking the dirt, being a little depressed from his talk with Orly.
Orly was so uplifting. Like, you should be the main character of your own story. You got this. Like, believe in yourself. And he's like, he talked out to me. What?
He just wanted a little tussle. He didn't know about his place in the world. Main character. He's like, am I not the main character? But and yeah, but the main stage is still clear. And Pip, you're left in the locker room alone for a second before walking onto the platform. And you can hear the crowd.
I think I'll take us like maybe an awkward amount of time down there before I step on the platform. Also, hello, Polar Knights. Welcome.
Is he coming?
Yo, welcome. Welcome to the table. Hope you're ready. Men's cam is the perfect evolution of beard growth. who you, what flavor are you going with? That's a perfect. I didn't pick mine out, so it's not an accurate representation, actually. Damn, I feel called out and seen at the same time. You take an awkward amount of time, but the applause doesn't stop for Varys as it's going. It's just still like grooving. Varys, just really stewing on the other side, staring daggers at you. And Pip, you walk and are teleported, and are standing on the platform alone, waiting for your opponent.
Mhm.
But something unexpected happens. Regras.
Oh, no.
What?
As this water fills up the tree and you feel yourself get dragged through this endless pool of water, you could feel almost the souls of beings walking towards something, a vast ocean of rebirth and change, as this mixed feeling washes over you as you're rushing through the water. And you see an opening kind of open up at the bottom as you're being dragged, and the water funnels out, and you hear a crackle of electricity outside the hole where all the water is funneling out, and you drop down onto this. You drop down into this area onto a small badger with yellow, well, not yellow, yeah, silver and yellow quills, just buzzed out, drenched in water and buzzing from electricity.
I hit into him.
Yeah, you drop from the hole, emerging from like as you look up, like almost opening has like formed in a tree root, and you've fallen into this cavern where this little badger, this like cavern with some stonework, and it looks almost like a locker room sort of, and this little badger is like like electrifying out, covered in a pool of water. So you drop down onto them, and they're unmoving, wide-eyed.
I'm invisible when this happens, so they don't see anything.
There's no one in the room.
There's no one in the room.
Yeah, it's just you and this badger that's passed out.
What is happening? I thought I was one with the rain falling down from the clouds, not in a locker room.
Just so
And
confused.
up top, you see Miss Echo, who's teleported onto the stage, and she, looking at her hands, she's like, I swore I snapped, something went weird. And you pour it back down. You're still like sitting on this like little badger that's electrifying out.
Oh. What else do I see around me now?
You see instruments on the walls, but it's basically just like this little stone locker room with no openings really, and like some weapons on the walls, and instruments. It's a closed off room.
Okay, I think I have a spell. I have Disguise Self, and I am going to cast it on myself to be this badger.
Beautiful. You disguise yourself as like the vapor boils up from your crystal around your neck and kind of distorts thinly your appearance. And you could even switch the clothes if you like to, or add whatever descriptors you like on how you change. But as you're like changing, you feel the crackle of lightning as you get buzzed and are suddenly ported on this stage in this massive coliseum where there's this endless crowd of like little badger people with drums and this electricity as people are cheering and bustling, and there's concessions about people yelling and them cheering at you on stage, and you look across the stage from you and you see Pippith, your old, I guess, landlord, for lack of a better word, deed owner, neighbor, actually.
And travel companion for a short time.
Yes.
Yes.
And Orly in the back, further off in the Coliseum.
See Pippith just
macaroni.
Which of
and
the
a badger you
hedgehogs?
haven't recognized. Sorry?
Which of the hedgehogs did I? What was his name? Was
Tall.
it Denny? Tall.
Yeah.
You all just see Tall go. Oh! Down.
An odd display, to be sure. You hear from Denny in the back.
You forgot your drum.
Look down. I don't have a drum on me. Do I? Wait, I think I do have something. And then I take out of like a like a back pocket. Basically, I have a triangle, and I go, "I'm ready."
I believe Tall's taken up a new instrument. Weird. Let the performance battle's next round begin. Let the competition electrify. Yeah. And you could both give me your init rolls.
All right. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay. It's a 16.
Oof. Yeah, I got a 6.
Tall is able to act first. Now you need the performance from the backup boys.
Backup boys. That's a natural 20. First total of 31.
That count as 2.
Yeah, they can't beat that. You and Orly are in perfect sync. His moves, you learn to sync up your drums with his Macarena moves, and the crowd is loving. And the crowd starts mimicking it and learning it. Yeah. Everyone's like, do the Orly. Hey, hey, it's the Orly. The crowd is erupting.
Incredible.
And your team gets to supercharge one of you guys.
Go ahead.
Pippith, your furs stand on end as electricity takes them, and you are filled with the energy of the thunderstruck wood. And for a brief moment, you feel although as if Ori is next to you again. But that fades away. Like the whole crowd gets quiet for you for a second as you're like filled with this electricity and your furs stand up. And as the crowd comes back, that feeling of Ori dissipates and you're connected with the thunderstruck wood.
Beautiful.
And for a moment, actually, as you're connecting this way, you could feel how disconnected the thunderstruck wood is, actually. That it almost doesn't feel like it's a part of the wood anymore. It feels like a severed piece, but you're able to feel all the energy of this piece. And the crowd comes back. And but Rograz gets to go first, or Tal gets to go first.
Tal gets to go first.
Does disguise self go away when you use spells?
It's good for an hour.
Oh, It's
Hold on,
beautiful.
let's open up this spell and just reread this. Clothing, armor, weapons, blah, blah, look different. You can seem 1 foot shorter or taller, appear thin, fatter, in between. They hold up to physical inspection. If you use the spell to add a hat, objects pass through the hat, and anyone... Oh, they fail to hold up to physical inspection. Objects would pass through a hat or my hair. If you use the spell to appear thinner, if they bump next to you, they would understand. A creature can use its action to inspect my appearance and must succeed on an intelligence investigation check against my spell save DC.
Beautiful.
So unless he takes his action, but I think right away Regrats is tall, has a triangle out, sees that everyone has drums, all of a sudden notices Orly in the background. Everyone do the Orly. And boom! And lightning hits Bibbith, and Bibbith just full of energy.
Bibbith. I'm like looking at you.
It's me. It's Regrets.
Okay, so there's like a bit of a weird like do you sound like Regrets?
I'm making myself sound like Regrats.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm like seeing this badger person in front of me just tell me what? I'm just there like start screaming. There's electricity coming off of me.
Well, so much more is concentrating on the arena, but it seems to be striking more the trees next to the arena. But every time it does touch down on the parts, the sandy part, that's not the main stage, you'll see where it strikes the sand, these glass formations kind of jut out from the sand, superheating as you rage out like this.
So it's still my turn. Do you look like you believe me?
You'll find out.
I'm gonna hope that you take an action to do an investigation check, and I think to try and blend in, Regrats is going to play the triangle. But I'm gonna, if you let me, what I would like to do is ting the triangle, but then use sleight of hand, and I have a tambourine, and then I'll start playing a tambourine as like a fake out. Once he realizes that everyone's playing drums, and he's like, "Wait a second."
The oldest trick in the book, the triangle fake out.
The old triangle tambourine fake out. You know,
Perfected that in the Royal Court.
Plays Gerudo Valley.
Incredible. And I think I'm just making a performance check. I'm not actually trying to hurt Bibbith or doing. I don't know what's happening. I think this is just like a dance off or something.
Yeah, give me a performance check to see if you could sway the crowd in your favor.
Okay. Ooh, wait, I missed. Let's throw that here. That is not. Oh, that is, yes. It's a 21.
Yeah, you start like busting out this tambourine, and like little like flourishes happen. Some of your water magic starts like popping out, and like these clouds form into these odd shapes and dissipate as you're like moving with your tambourine. And everyone's like, "Tell!" Like with some amazing cloud mastery. Tell. They're all like drumming to your movements now and not doing the Orly.
What?
Yeah, I think Regrets loses himself for a second. It's just like, yeah. Suddenly, the new him takes control and is like, yes, center of attention.
And the crowd actually splits now, where half is doing the Orly, And then half is doing the tall. And it feels very chaotic here in this moment as more lightning is crashing down and Pip is supercharging more and more. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Rograz?
Absolutely not. he's just swayed the crowd. In his head, he's like, I told Pipith it's me. Probably just like dancing around, just being like, Pipith, what is happening?
Your melodic magic will not work on me.
And I'm gonna take my drum. And it's one of those big ones, right? Like the marching band one.
Yeah.
The whole time Pipith has been playing it like where it's flipped the other way and he has it on the ground and he's just smashing it as hard as he can. So he puts it down in front of him.
The sound isn't going anywhere. It's going directly into the ground.
Absolutely not. And he looks up whatever like mallet they gave him to use with it and he's going to toss it away and he's going to take out his staff and he's going to raise it over his head. And he's going to recall the feeling of Orly. Try not be distracted by whatever this badger just said in front of him.
Of Ori or Orly?
Sorry, Ori. Of Ori, and
There's like
feel
a
the
fan
electricity in the arena.
Oh yeah, and you could, as you like concentrate on that, I'll say you could almost feel her and young little Ori. Nah, got me doing it. Young little Ori and Bodeman standing behind you, kind of like giving you aid. And I could say you could add basically like a divine smite to the first level, but thunderous to your attack.
Okay. Well, I'm actually going to cast a spell. And I'm going to bring my staff down straight onto the drum with a loud crash of lightning and thunder. And I'm going to recall from where Ori came, from the earth. And I'm going to cast Bones of the Earth.
Shit.
But as it's a memory of Ori, you mentioned that there was like these spires of like glassed sand that were coming up. So instead of earth coming out of the ground, it's going to be this like crystallized sand or whatever.
Shit.
And I'm going to target all 3 of the enemy badgers. It's a 120-foot range, and I can select up to 6 targets. So I'm going to select 3 of them.
I'm a hedgehog, so does that include? Actually, I'm a lizard.
It's a target.
Yeah, I do target poor old Graz.
Tall.
It is a dex save 17.
Oh my god! Are you kidding me?
Oh, Fiji gets a nat 1.
I have a 50% chance of making this.
Oh, Sonny.
God, rolling this.
Sonny, my boy. Are you alive? Are you?
No.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Tall, still under the ground, buzzing out from being hit with this thunder teleport and a shit ton of water.
How much damage is that?
No, I'm just seeing here. Ability is greater than the creature. The creature must succeed on dex save. Okay, here we go.
I'm scared.
Here we go. That is 22 damage. That is bludgeoning damage.
Okay, I use one of my uses of loaded dice. And as it races towards me, I basically do one of those like, to like partially dodge it. I subtract 4 damage, so it does 18.
You take out Fiji with this attack as the glass juts out as the lightning strikes, as they both dodge it. But these stray streaks of emerging glass kind of nick them. And it's not lethal to either of them, but Fiji does pass out from the sheer like shock of having lightning turn against him in this way. And Sunny takes a dirty hit as it pierces him, and he kind of rolls with it, but loses the will to fight.
So there's a funny thing about the spell though, is that it shoots like these pillars up to 30 feet high. And I believe, based on the wording, that the creatures are basically on the top of those pillars at the end.
Oh shit. If they fail, they're like spiked.
Yeah, because there's a bunch of rules about like if it pinches someone between like a ceiling or something, but because we're outside, it's just gonna, I think they just stay on top of the pillar.
So yeah, you get Fiji kind of like hooked, and he's like passed out as his drum kind of like falls to the floor. Sunny takes a hit and is kind of like stuck there and like drops his drum to no will to fight. And you still got hit, eh, Rugraz?
I got hit. I failed. I took the damage, even though like I kind of like was able to like hop up with that set like -4 to the damage. Just like as I'm getting like carried up in the air here.
No, wait! Let me tell you something.
Ooh, and Miss Echo teleports in. You're still supercharged, so you can go again.
Oh, okay. Wait, where does she teleport in?
But she from the stands.
Okay.
She teleports onto the main stage actually, and after seeing this big attack, will kind of like put her hand on you and kind of zap up that supercharge that you took in, and kind of you'll feel like the charge kind of dip down, and she goes, "The match is over," and everyone goes, "Yeah." And loses their mind. Varys is the winner. All those who bet on him make their way to the betting house. Now disperse. Everyone like starts cheering, and they all start walking away. And she kind of looks at you. The lightning still like zapping in her hand as she's trying to like contain it. And you can see her like fighting against it. She goes, "I don't know what magic that was, but it wasn't something we use. It was wild, untamed. I fear for my students." There's a crowd still going like, "Yeah," but some of the guards have like come in now. The badgers would typically be orange quills with yellow tips, kind of when the spears kind of ushering everyone out. And people actually clamoring to get to the betting houses and stuff. I mean, a lot of people bet on Varys.
Against me or?
Not against you. No. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I shake off whatever residual electricity is like in my furs and stuff. And I'll just kind of like quickly like look at her. I'm like, I don't know, maybe still a little bit frazzled in my brain, like a little animalistic. I just go, well, that's the true power of the woods. The magic of the wilds. I'm just going to turn away from her.
Frazzling you further, though, I come walking down the side of the pillar because I have a climb speed as a chameleon with my claws. And I just go,
"Yes, he's gotten much stronger since I last saw him."
What? So who are you? Where's Tal?
Dismiss the
I was going to say it's still Tal, but she's seeing
And Regrats appears, kind of walks down.
That really hurt, Pipith.
What? How are you here?
I've been called here, and I touch the pendant, by he who makes deals in the woods.
We went looking for you, Graz.
And I'm going to wild shape, just like as I'm talking, it just sort of happens involuntarily.
I don't understand what's going on. Varys, what's happening?
I don't know who he is. I've never seen him before in my life.
It's Progress.
Just Orlith.
I'm just gonna turn into one of the little lightning badgers we've once seen. It's like the most like appropriate thing that's going on right now. It feels like the most at home, and he's just gonna be like just like frothing at the mouth, like
running around the pillar away from you. It's just like, I think that's racist. Oh!
like chasing you around.
I'm gonna go into my animal form.
Gorgeous one, what's happening? I
It's like it's let them tired. They'll tire themselves out. It's okay.
Wait, I said, let me tell you something. And then just climb up the pillar a little bit, just like out of range.
Yeah, just quills up.
And
like,
whoever that is.
I need to help you do
and I try to do it too.
If you see, I'll be back. Varys, handle this. And Miss Echo ports up, grabs her students who are still dangling and ports out. Sonny is so depressed. He's never gonna fight again. He's just like hanging from there, head down. I'll never be a main character. Right.
I think I call out to him just like, if it makes you feel any better, I'm sure this match is disqualified.
Like looks up in this echo wistfully as she like ports him and Fiji out.
You got this.
And you can see the Colosseum is dissipating very quickly. And you're kind of like left alone, running around as you will.
All right, please, we must speak. So much has happened. I was lost, and now I found you again.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, when we went to go find you, your tent kind of attacked us.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
that thing.
Nodding.
I wasn't alive or anything last I knew.
Oh yeah, no, it was fully alive, and it started attacking us, trying to crush us.
Crush you?
Yeah, it was like this giant golem thing.
I've not been back there in quite a while.
I think it stole a deed, or it took the deed or something.
The tent did.
I think so, because it was in your stuff.
Yeah, if you remember, it was a creature kind of made of bones that had loose, like a loose skin on it, almost like it was wearing your tent, like a cloak.
Mm-hmm. Do I know about this at all?
You do not know about this thing.
Oh.
You don't even know about the deed, or well, you know about deeds, but you didn't know there was one for there.
No, I didn't know there was one for there.
No. So this is new news to you.
I haven't heard of any of these things. I had a deed. I had something, but I had to trade it to protect some people.
The one you had was for which forest?
Do I know it was Pipith's deed in the end?
I was told that it was Pipith's deed.
Yeah.
I didn't come out of my wild shape.
Wait! I didn't trade it the first time.
But you traded it the second
time.
Throw my staff at you.
See, it's not good to trade away something that's not yours.
How did you even get into my wood like that? And how did you find it?
Magic.
Gah.
I've been studying the arcane arts now. The whispers of the wood, the spirits have told them to me.
I think you see like some of those wispy water vapor.
Something from my blood, something from the wood mixed together.
And this party can actually see the water vapors boil up around your crystal. No one has before now.
But I realize now that my memories have returned and I'm more like Ragraz, that there's something off with this wood. We cannot leave. Things do not change. the people that I saved, they're trapped here. I wish to help you as much as I can now that I'm here. And
I touch the pendant again. I was called here by what's his name? Or do people know his name?
Percival?
Percival.
Percival Peevers.
Have you heard of Percival?
Yes, I have heard of Percival. I am looking for Percival. And you went right to them and gave them a deed.
Yeah,
that's exactly what they want.
He's
Why?
People.
Why is it he brought me to you? Did he expect us to fight? Then that would be playing right into his hands, Pippin. Orly, tell him. And also introduce me to your other badger friend who... So sorry.
like I don't have hair. Just like put it into place. Just like,
it is nice to meet you. I am the mayor, the leader of Miregrove. Ex-jester of the court.
Right. So, Varys, this is Regras. And I don't really know why Percival sent you here, but he's been like benefiting from like selling other people's woods to others. When he doesn't own anything himself, he's just asking others to steal for him, so that he gets more power.
Oh. Do I know where the deed for Miregrove is?
You do not.
Yeah, because he set it up for me, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think I just stop and I go.
Then what will happen to Miregrove?
Well, that's his. If he's the one that set it up, that's you don't actually own that. It's all him.
Fallen right into his hands. It's the same with the people here in these woods. They gave away their own way of life for some promise. But fleeting peace are trapped here forever. And it will be the same fate for your people.
Yeah, it is nice here, like it is nice there at home. But no, things are meant to be different. Things are meant to change. Things should be left to drift away if they have to.
I come down and I just kind of straighten up and I go,
Pivot. Punch me.
I don't realize the pillars behind me hit my head.
Your tongue flails out for a second.
No hesitation.
Jesus, dude.
Are you still a badge?
A healing word myself.
Oh no. All right. Well, yeah, I guess I always am.
And I'll help you up.
Thank you.
I would not expect you to speak such sense. But as long as you understand, we can,
like I said,
fix this.
Much has changed, and I wish to help. I may have run away before, but not this time. There's nowhere left to run.
Kind of putting a damper on our win here. I'm gonna go check on my winnings.
Wait, so you bet on yourself?
No, but someone else did.
Your dad? Oh.
He dips out.
I turned to Orla and I was like, who is he? What is his deal here?
His name's Varys. He was stalking us, and he's been following us to try and find out about a girl named Ori that he thinks that Pipith kidnapped.
Oh, stalker. A man after Gratz's own heart. I mean, terrible that he lost his love.
Well, he knows these woods best.
Yeah.
Let's not lose sight of him.
Start to follow him, but
Ibith, why would you kidnap this lady?
I
What
did
have
not
you done?
kidnap. I did not kidnap Ori.
And he's in love with a kid that you've napped. There's so many things that aren't making sense right now.
I think they're also
Fill me in.
related.
They're related?
Mm. It's quite the mess of a situation.
it's just like take out like a small notebook. I'm like,
I got to write a memoir about this. This is the kind of story you tell your children.
I don't know. He was very adamant on following us once he learned that Pip had seen Ori recently, or I guess not recently, a few years ago, but more recent than they did.
Recent in this place.
Yeah, so that's basically what happened. Oh, and Tom left because he thinks he had a vision of the way to get out and back to Lord Abernier Rose's castle. So we had to go find his squad.
right. Then
And
perhaps
cheers.
We will meet up with them.
Oh, damn it, Burns. I'm out of water.
No! Yeah!
For free?
Chug. Varys, you, as you're scuttling away, you can see that there's a big line. Well, there's various lines to different betting houses. There's the big house that was owned by Laris Tony. There's more of the small-time guys. There's actually one called Small Time Guys. There's one called Back Alley Boys. There's another one that's called Cheeky Sausages.
God.
It's a bunch, and you see Laris come from the big house betting table. He goes, they're the highest rollers. And he has like a huge sack of gold. He's like, I took the brick juice. I had a freaking bunch of them, dude. I made little shots. I cost double because everyone felt so good off a little shot. So I was able to stretch the berries. I got like the freaking like 400 gold here, dude.
Oh, heck yeah. Oh, let me see it.
Yeah, I skipped guard duty though. So, listen. 60-40, you said 60 was mine. So, here's the bag. You deal with the split. Make sure some of the kids get some of the money too. And then I gotta go finish up guard duty. They're gonna have my ass.
Wait, I'm not giving my 40 to the kids. You give your 60 to the kids.
Well, you figure it
took
out.
them out of class.
I
Wait,
told
is he
them
giving me
you
both?
find them. He runs off.
Ah! Everyone just like looks.
Oh, hey, there's Varys.
Tightly so nobody's
Shaking, jiggling.
All right, boys. I don't really know what's going on with you, but I've got gold, so I'm pretty good.
As you hoist the bag over your shoulder, the little pocket, the little paper that the older Tanuki, the receptionist, gave you falls out of your pocket.
What does this say?
Can you not read?
You'd have to open it.
Can I open it with one hand? Like, shake it open.
No, it's sealed. You gotta cut it and really get in
put
there if you
Bag
want
under
to.
my arm.
I'm just still getting updated by Or.
She's like, what happened to the other guy with the dogs?
That's what I just told you. Tom thought he found a way to get back to Lord Abney Rose. So to go
I
find
thought he
his...
was the one with Schmoopsy.
Oh, they have the dog. Oh, okay, I thought right. We met his wife and his kids, and he decided to stay with them.
Smart man.
Yes, they're a happy family in another wood. Then we met Varys. After we talked to a giant cyclops who was drying papers.
My goodness.
Right.
When that, do I get the sense that this is like I already did this, here's the receipt, or is this like a request?
Oh, it's the receipt. Yeah.
Does it feel 100 gold lighter than it should?
No.
Oh. Never mind. Anyways, what's going on?
Oh, sorry, not a receipt. It's more of a bill, I guess. It's like a
Oh.
yeah.
Okay.
Invoice.
Yeah, so anyways, what's let's get out of here maybe.
Get out. So, where are we? Apparently, you're a guide that can go through the forest, look for people or something.
Look over at Pipit, like I'm
actually kind of lost here.
No, he is
I
not
can't
a
even get
guide.
back home now.
I don't know if he's a guide, really.
I could be a guide. You don't know that.
You
Oh, very well.
You know the woods?
I know of woods.
Already a good start.
Yeah.
As well, concern yourself not, Regras. He's traveling with us because he simply wants to keep an eye on me.
That's not true, Ball. No, actually, you got it right.
Kind of.
Are you trying to return home, Regras?
No. They will be fine without me. They have good people. I think somehow the magic of the woods clouded my thinking. We need to find these deeds. If at least each area could own its own deed, then I think people would be safe, at least. Now it feels like they are not.
Well, yeah, that's kind of why we're trying to find personal keepers, and why it's not a good idea to give him deeds.
Yes, I know that now. But are there any leads?
He's got a flower.
We can continue searching that way. But we've also heard of this Bobby business quite a few times. Perhaps we finally go and meet them.
look at Varys. Who's
Bobby business?
I don't know. It's a name that comes up.
Well, you look like you do business. Of course, you wouldn't know Bobby.
I'm pretty much the Bobby business of the Thunderstruck Woods, so he's probably a cool guy.
That
No?
doesn't mean anything to me.
I look around. What does this place look like to Regrats? Like the
This
city.
place is like a bustling town. You're kind of like in the front by the Colosseum right now, but even just there's a bunch of stands and stalls, and it seems like here that commerce is the heart of everything these badgers do. There's, even as you look around, there's little empty stalls that seem to be for rent and people selling wares and little carts of food. And it seems like a bustling town that is large enough to have its own economy. And it seems like they love trading things. And there's the constant crackle of thunder in the background and drumming that could be heard throughout the town. But it's still very naturally built like yours, still houses made of like wood logs and stuff, some sheets of glass and things like that. But it is a very thriving community where everyone's happy, and fed.
Yeah, I think it's a little more advanced.
Yeah.
Than the lizard society. Like I don't think they would even have windows there. No need when you're so entrenched. So I think like Regrets really is just like wowed by this. It's the closest I think we've come to civilization in the woods, right?
Yeah. Other than the Tanuki village was really just a village, and the bugbears just they had a little hall.
That was really a village.
They slept where they got exhausted. So you're absolutely right. This is like your first touch of civilization.
That's crazy to think a place like this could be in the Chittering Woods.
It's honestly too much for me.
Probably not the only one. There should be others, I assume.
In the woods, you think there are many bustling villages?
Yeah, well, like Lord Abernier Rose. Oh no, he's outside the woods. There's definitely others, anyways.
That doesn't seem likely.
Yeah, I haven't seen many. I've tried. Nobody cares about trading and getting gold
Why would we
creating, so that you can get cool stuff.
Like what?
Like this drum. You think this came free? Got to pay for it.
I mean, you don't need a drum, do you?
Calm down. Calm down.
Oh, here, you can take my drum. I'm going to give you the drum that I took from the arena.
No, they're just gonna come
No,
out.
you
They're
have
gonna
to.
bill me for it. Ugh, no. I don't want responsibility of that. You were supposed to leave that there. Wait, why do you still have that on you?
No one told me to put it away.
Oh, crap. I already have one invoice in my dang pocket. Does anyone have 100 gold, since gold is meaningless to you guys?
Yeah, it's in your bag.
No. Do you have any on you?
No.
Oh, dang. Can you hold this?
The bag? Okay.
I'll look through my furs.
Well, clearly I'm giving you the papers. If you're gonna reach out, I'll just put it in your hand.
Oh, it's the papers? What are they?
It's just it's a reminder.
You should keep reminders. Reminders are good to have on you. To remind yourself.
Exactly. This guy gets it.
Yeah.
Searching your furs or your person, Pip, you would find the black card that was given to you by Laris Tony. The all blacked out card that when you really tilt it at a certain angle, the BB of Bobby Business flashes.
And I'll also find the 40 gold that I have on me for some reason. And I don't know, maybe it's like in a little leather pouch.
You know that's not gold. Those are bones. That's a bag of bones.
That makes more sense. I wish there was a little bone icon next to it. That would make way more sense. Okay, I jingle it, and then I don't know. Maybe I slap the bag that Varys has, and I go, not gold, but money.
Oh. What's the exchange rate?
Your gold is worthless.
They always like this early.
Well, it seems Varys has gotten a lot more volatile recently. Ever since we came here, really.
Some guards come and break you guys up. Hey, Varys, keep it in the goddamn ring. They tap you with the electric staff and you both jolt.
I'm very charged up.
This is why I can't be in this woods for too long. I get really, like you said, I get charged up.
Agreed. Just leave and find this Bobby business.
How do we find him?
Lead the way.
You don't have any more relatives to visit, do you, Varys?
Of course I have more relatives, but I don't have to visit them. I'm probably going to see my mom.
Okay.
Oh. Wait, you said something about this woods is like doomed. Are we gonna handle that also?
That's what I'm trying to do. Yes.
God, I gotta find Ori, and then I gotta save the whole woods, and then I gotta somehow, I don't know, have money and raise it around these dweebs. This is gonna be a big undertaking. And then I use Gift of Gab, and nobody hears it.
Yeah, Brent, were you here for? Do you know of the Gift of Gab?
I know what it does, but isn't there a save?
It's just anything within 6 seconds.
Because it's
you
just like
run-
words,
Yeah.
you know.
I thought Gift of Gab had a save.
No. I hope it doesn't have a save. It's funnier that way.
It's a close range, so maybe regret.
Range, 5 seconds of time.
Components are 2 gold coins.
I've got 200 gold coins in my.
But he needs the gold coins for.
He uses it so often that he runs through them.
Yeah.
Save. Beautiful.
No save, but it costs you money.
All right, yeah. Let's go say bye to my mother, just because she'll probably come after me in the woods if I leave without saying bye. And then Bobby business.
Yeah, lead the way. You're the guide, right?
And you take them out through the Colosseum, back through the main district, and over to like past the giant tree, over down to the housing district, where actually your mom isn't there when you get there, but then you realize she's probably working, so you figure you should go over to your family's little shop in Food Alley. And when you get there, you can see her a stall near a very large tree, and she has like a giant stake, and she's like staking into this tree. She has like a little contraption to heat up the tube as it's coming out, and she has this like hot syrup mead coming out of the tree next to her, and she's serving it up, and there's a huge line, and her taking over, and there's like a big carving of you into the tree that she's working on. You could see like you could see your dad actually there carving into the tree this little like portrait of you.
What?
Oh yeah, Dad's not just a grifter.
He's a grifter with skill and talent. Oh my god, how good does it look? Can I appraise it?
I'll do it.
Don't roll it. Don't roll it.
Oh god. Oh no.
It's trash.
Oh no.
Best and the worst
It's
thing ever.
immaculate. He's like found a way to like shade with the bark too, and he's found like this really flat like spatula, and he's like getting some dimension into it. So it's just like you like with like a drum part carved out of the tree, like playing, and he's even like doing a little like magic around it, so it looks like it's crackling with lightning. He's like, "Oh, that looks pretty good, doesn't it, hon?" She's like, yes, dear, you're doing great. And she's like staking into these trees, her big muscles rippling.
Dad, what's this about?
The man of the hour, and he like falls out of his like little like harness. He's like, oh, and like even marks his drawing with like a mistake, his first mistake, as you show up. He's like, "Oh, hey, son, how you doing?"
Yeah, what? I don't get it. But
Huh?
that's me. That looks really good.
Yeah, it's great. It's great, isn't it? Didn't know your old man had it in you. But when push
No.
comes to shove, I shove back. Where do you think you got it from?
Wow. I guess people
she
can
just-
change.
She stakes another one, laughs to herself.
Well,
No?
I guess it's good that you'll have that to look at. Because me and these guys, I think we have to head out.
What? We finally got enough for your mom to get a permanent stand. This is why I carved this. I've been waiting. I've
Oh.
been practicing.
That's great. You looking for investors?
And you like hunches over and grabs you.
Not
He's like,
you, Dad. Not
Oh.
you.
okay. Yeah, well, what kind of grift we talking? Who's investing? What do we got?
Not a grift this time. Just my winnings. And I plop down the bag.
Oh, so we have these counterfeit coins, and we're gonna circulate them.
They're
into the-
real coins, Dad. This time it's not a grift. And last time I said that, I know it was a grift, but this time it's actually not a grift.
So we're borrowing all
changed
these coins from Lagos and selling them. Then buying things and selling them. Stolen goods from Lagos. I see you.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Wait,
I make sure to
you're
like print it from
serious?
my mom.
no grift? And he, as you like make your way past him, he said, "Whoa, I think he's actually serious." And he has this concerned look on his face. And seeing that concerned look on his face, she smiles as you approach her with the bag. She goes, "You're about to do something right, aren't you?"
I guess for once, it only makes sense.
Your father only has that look on his face when you're about to do something righteous.
I haven't seen it in a while. Well, I haven't been around in a while.
And not since you left looking for Ori.
Yeah. There's a lot more out there than Ori. Yeah. Speaking of that, this is Pip, the guy who took Ori. That's Orly. He probably thought it was Ori because their names are so similar, and that's why he's following her around. He's quite the ladies' man. And this is Regrets. He's a mayor.
Oh,
Flourish and bow.
I see your travels have really taken you somewhere special. And she hands you guys each a drink as the line's like, "Hey, oh!" She goes, they all simmer down.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, thanks, man.
Enjoy. It's a specialty. And you like
Appreciate
sip it. And it tastes like the very malty, but like the freshest mead you've ever had in your life. Goes down smooth and it's bubbly and good. And it has like hints of like almost like maybe slightly chocolatey, slightly barky, but in a good way.
Is there like a main ingredient that I could potentially take that takes well to just being put in a bag? Like a root, perhaps, that I can suck on, or something to remind me of this juice.
Oh, she goes, I have something special you used to love. And she goes back and she grabs like these like cubes, and it's basically like sugar cane. So it's like little chunks that you could stick your straw in, and she has like it wrapped in like this cool, almost like vapor, moving vapor under this wrap that seems to like keep them like nice and moist and cool.
Nice.
She has like 5. She has 6 of them for you.
A 6-pack. Wow,
And
you've really
no
got nice in
much
your
like-
old age, Mom.
And I never expected you to stay.
Yeah. You know, the grift calls.
You don't have
I
to
like-
lie to me.
Look at my
son.
dad. Just trying to get him to look not uncomfortable.
I'll keep your father in line while you're gone.
Sorry, Mom.
What for? And she like gives you a hug. She's like, you made me proud. And then she like grabs you by the head. She goes, now go on. And shoves you. And gets back to making her juice and selling. Your dad's just standing there.
How much gold was in the bag again? At the end of the
400
day?
gold.
It's 400. How much could I feasibly just like take back? Just like with a sleight of hand.
Like a handful, I guess. It'd probably be like what, like 20?
Okay. I'll try and sleight of hand 20 gold. I don't want them to see it. It's almost like an instinct of like turning my back on an open pile of gold. I gotta just keep them safe in my pocket.
I'll say your sleight of hand is how many you can grab.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Can I give myself advantage? No, I can't.
Just silvery barbs, some random.
Wait for someone to successfully do something. All right, let's do it. Okay, 10 gold.
Pretty nice. There you go.
Dad, this is really good. Like, really good. You can work this into your grift, but like an honest grift where you do this for money for people.
I don't know. My dad always taught me you shouldn't do anything that'll get you too noticed. Yeah, I just couldn't help it. You just made me so proud in there.
Well, I'm gonna go out there and make you proud, Dad.
Not that I didn't bet everything we had on you. Your mother had no idea it was crazy.
What the heck? Wait, did you use all of it for this, or you still have some left over?
There's some left over, of course.
Good. All right. Good. You're taken care of. Come here, you old man.
Oh, come here, you rascally little chode. Grabs you.
And I think we both look inside of each other's pockets while we're hugging.
Roll to see how much you can nab. He also has 20 gold in his pocket.
God, no! Only 5.
Wait, silvery barbs.
Oh, shit.
Over Graz being the slick boy, you see it. You see everything that's happening. But Orly as well, quite honestly. You see everything they're
Just
doing.
watching it.
Just like hands splayed into each other, grabbing each other's ass.
What'd you get?
The silvery barbs. It's a
Well,
20.
And he would roll.
If you're
disadvantage.
giving. Oh wait. Oh, you're silvery barbsing me.
Or
Wait, do
Are
I
you
have
silvery
silvery barb?
barbing?
I was saying you should silvery barb.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll silvery barbs him.
Silver Barb's your
Look,
dad.
I
so
also
you-
have silvery barbs, so I'll
you
silvery
want to.
barbs in this case. Sorry, that was very confusing, but also
That's
get
what
it
the
now.
wood does, baby.
This is what it does.
So you Silver Barb's his dad and give him
So he gets
advantage.
disadvantage?
Give Bad embarrassed.
You know what? My silver barbs is just like a cough, just like ah! You can take advantage of it.
Oh, okay, yeah. He only gets 7 gold.
I get his full 20.
Oh. You guys are both taking the gold and hugging, and you're both going. Well, son, sucker. Hope you come back in one piece.
I'll do my best.
Maybe I will try this honest grift thing.
Let me know how it goes.
I will. And he goes back to fixing his mistake that he made and finishing up the portrait of you on the tree.
Wonderful.
And the fair party is able to get ready to venture off once more. Is there anything you guys would like to do before you hit that old twisted trail?
They got food you can get.
Yep, there's definitely food. There's
Or
lots of food.
Trade healing for food.
Varys definitely has money, or you think you could trade, but most people don't like to trade things. They mostly want money. So you are able to stock up. I'd say you could get everything you need for like 4 gold, just because you've been actually 2 gold, because Varys put on an exemplary show, so everyone's pretty much talking about him. A lot of people want to give you stuff for free, especially you two are in the battle as well. So you're kind of pseudo celebrities right now as you're walking through this thunderstruck village.
Can we check up on Penny's crafts quickly and see if business is booming?
Oh,
You
yeah.
can.
Get a few more leathers.
Oh, a few more
And-
furs.
It takes a little while to find her shop because she's not set up in the same place.
Mhm.
This time you can find her. You can find her near the gambling district. Having moved after the battle, she figured that'd be the place where people would congregate the most after getting big winnings. And you see, she doesn't really have much of a line, but she's been diligently working. Eyes haven't gone up at all as you're approaching her stand.
Okay. I realize we didn't call her out like we said we would, so I just keep walking and we can.
Give me a stealth
Oh no!
as you went up and kind of like, ooh.
Like, oh god, business isn't booming and we didn't do it. Okay. Oh, bye.
Business isn't booming for her. She's very.
Yeah.
James just regrets looks in the window.
Pardon?
Disadvantage to Varys. As regrets.
Why are we here?
Slowly looks in the window.
But they have the best furs available.
And she
12.
actually spots you as he says, "Why are you here?" It's a little stall on the outside, by the gambling district. Just little gambling spots, people doing things outside, like little cup games, dice, outside the big house. She goes, Varys,
Hey, I was just coming to see you.
champions. She goes, I know, I know it's okay. You didn't say it during the battle, but like, I'm sure everyone will know. It's fine. I just had a feeling I had to go back to the Badger Hag. I felt like I didn't, like a piece was missing.
Uh-huh.
And it's this, and she pulls out, it's kind of like a leather vest tipped with quills, and it seems to be the exact size It seems to be Regraz's size. It even like moves with him. She's like, the old badger hag kind of told me there was a piece missing in the set, so I worked hard and this is what came out.
That looks like a perfect fit for me.
Okay, we can tell somebody. Actually. I'm gonna cast sending to send a message to Miss Echo and let her know that all our equipment was from Penny's Crafts.
Oh man, she's gonna be a little disappointed. Does she know it's from you?
Yeah, she would know it's from me.
She'd be like, oh, get all excited and then realize it's just about this. So she'd be like, oh, that's really noble of him. What a good guy. But like,
you can reach me if you want to like send another message.
She like jots it down. And you get another message back being like, you bet.
Okay. So Miss Echo knows now.
You bet.
That the champion needs your stuff.
Yep.
You get all of that just from sending it.
Do I notice now that everyone's wearing matching vests?
What?
Or matching clothes, like matching leather.
Say again. All right.
Do I notice that everyone's wearing matching leather clothes now?
Oh yeah. They all have different like pieces, but they're all like distinct. Her distinct style is placed on all of them. I think Orly, you got like a cape and some boots.
Kind of fur cape. Yeah.
Pip got like various loose furs with trees embroidered on them, and I think you got like a killer bee kind of outfit. Not like actual like bumblebee, but like Naruto killer bee, so, like the one strap shoulder with some joggers. And it seems, well, Varys has the vest, the quilled vest.
Yeah, Varys starts like, putting on this vest. And I'm just like,
No, I won't put it on.
It'll look so good on you, Varys.
It like presses against your quills, like the quills on the quills. You're like,
I would just want to cast Identify to know what she's giving to this stranger Regraz, but then I would give it to him.
Yeah, it adds +2 to your AC, and it has 2 charges. When you're attacked with a melee attack, you could expend a charge to release quills on the person who attacks you, doing 2d4 damage.
I'll tell Regraz that it's better suited for you. It's gonna get mixed up with my real quills.
How kind of you. I won't forget this. I owe you a favor. That is the way of the court.
Nice.
She goes, oh, you said that to him.
Yes.
Or to Penny.
I turn to her, and I just wink. That's all I do. Make a persuasion check. May I?
I don't think he
What
used
was it?
Yeah, make a persuasion check.
Yeah,
He's
what'd you
asking if he can or not.
get? Oh, yeah, you could. Go ahead, sorry.
Persuade away.
17 with the wink.
What would you try to persuade her to do?
Just to like me a little bit more. I'm
Oh.
trying to appear dashing to her.
She goes, oh, well, as long as Miss Echo knows and you enjoy it, it's like so flattering. It fits you perfectly. The old badger hag said I'd have a feeling, and like lo behold, fits you like a glove. Excellent form, by the way.
My goodness, you're an excellent craftswoman.
And she goes, oh, gives me another idea. And she like goes back to her stand and furiously starts working on stuff.
Just regrets, just like,
Passion, so attractive.
Yes. And you are left, provisions in hand, to go on your way back into the wood. You go down through the winding paths and bustling streets as it starts to die down as the night arrives. And maybe some more noise comes from the gambling district, as that's the center of nightlife. As you pass the large tree that's constantly being struck by lightning and glows ever so often with this light greenish bluish tint, you make it to the end of the village. And you could hear the faint drumming, or the edges of the echoes of the drumming from the main tree keep going crescendo and dip. And you're filled with a little bit of, I guess, satisfaction from almost like the success from this town and the life and activity and the confidence it has in its own abilities. And maybe the confidence you have in your abilities to tackle maybe Percival Peevers, maybe Bobby Business, maybe the wood itself, maybe unravel some of these mysteries. So as Orly, a resident good boy, Pip, Dirt Boy, the protector of the wood, the man covered in furs, Varys, our sneaky sleuth, the cheeky badger, and Ragraz, our fair mare, the wild chameleon, the former jester, make their way back into the Chittering Wood. With that, I'd say thank you for joining us for another Tuesday. You can find us here every Tuesday and Thursday where we do our thing. It's a little bit of a rotation on Tuesdays, but I think we'll be back in the wood once more. And Thursday we have our mainstay done by his own Bernier, our fair DM for Champs Challenge, where we like to get into some shenanigans. So come on by, come join us. Find us here. You can find us on YouTube, where we upload all our VODs. You find us on Instagram, X, perhaps your mama's house if you look real hard. And with that, I'd say we're Hexagon. Janeo.
Janeo.